Hey yo! Hey yo! So you already know where we at. We in the West. We definitely on roll ass. With Trav. But hey, and we in the motherfucking whip. We in the whip. You know you got me, William Ryan. You got my boys.
What's going on? My bro.
And then
colleague.
Hey,
the special guest.
And the special.
I appreciate it, bro.
My dog, my homie,
out here.
the spinning one because he's here. Hey, the mixie of the mixies. Hey,
OG Mixie.
Hey, listen. We got
to been at the term.
Hey, king of the mix.
Oh man.
Like for real, this is definitely a blessing. Definitely an honor to have my dog, Trav Dave, in the building, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for
Trav
having me,
Dave in the building.
Hey, this shit is like surreal, nigga. This shit is like super surreal.
Listen,
because I'm watching y'all, so now to be on there is like this shit's crazy.
Bro, not even gonna lie. This is how I felt when I went on.
Oh, what we talking
I was
about?
just missing one major factor too, bro. You, dog.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you went one time. Dez was there,
yeah,
and then you filled in for Dez.
I didn't want to do that.
Shout out to what we talking about, man.
Shout out to my dogs. Hey, shout out to my dogs. They definitely gave me pointers. Continue to give me pointers and strategies on different things when it comes to this podcast game.
They are great at what they do. Blaze is, superstar engineer.
Yes.
Reese.
Shout out to Blaze. Thank you, Blaze.
I used to do the topics, and I had a crash out moment, and Reese took over doing the topics, and he's amazing at what he do. Dez is hilarious, and his input,
input and energy too. Yep.
Yeah, them niggas is, they've been poking the bear lately. They've been fucking with me lately.
What you mean? Poking the bear?
Wait up, like a possum.
With the whole DJ talk and all that. But
hey.
Besides that, we'll get into that. But besides that, what we talking about, I felt was the leaders in this podcast space in Ohio and Columbus. Definitely.
That's a fact.
We created something, and it was organic. Like everything we did was organic. And even me leaving the show was organic. It wasn't no beef. It wasn't no, niggas felt the way or nothing like that. It was just like, once I jumped into the DJ world in that space, they understood.
You dove head into that too.
Yeah, they like, go get your money. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it was never no bad blood or never no, nothing like that.
So we gonna get into that too. Yeah. We're gonna definitely get into that. Now, I done research just because, little research, just because I've been rocking with you for so long.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
When
you looking at the camera,
it's right there. It's right there.
I'm supposed to look straight. I'm supposed to look at the camera.
You can look in the camera again.
You can look in the interrogation. You dropped the bottle at.
So
when it like first 48 ass nigga, I'm like everybody like, hey, did it? I promise you, it wasn't me.
So when it comes to Trav Dave, I wanted to get into you coming to Columbus because everything in that you gradually getting better and better and better. I do remember you saying that you were in the military as well.
Yep.
I do want to take time to. I don't want to just simply, like I said before on the phone. I don't take you putting in the time, effort, and energy to protect this land and this country, bro. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, bro.
That's
America. America too, but me especially. I appreciate you, bro. You're a black man taking care of the country, bro, helping in moving the country forward and doing your part as well as protecting us.
Thank you, man. That was a time like I would not. The only thing I would do different, and this is the honest to God truth, the only thing I would have done different was stayed. You know what I'm saying?
Stay where you was at?
I would have stayed in the military.
Okay.
I got out of the military because I had this grand delusion that I was going to be in the music industry.
I remember. I do remember hearing that.
So
you was a rapper at one time
I
too.
was a rapper, yes. And we had this delusion that we were going to make it, and we were close. Like, you know, I understand. You got to think at the time, and it was like 2003, 2004, and we were.
He was industry Dave too. Industry Trav Dave.
We were close because. Shout out to my boy Dame D. I haven't seen him in a long time, but me and him, we were a group called Rule Ave. That's why we rep it so hard. You know, that was the name of our group. And you know, our friend Rashad, who I literally was just talking to about 5 minutes ago, he had a record deal. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He was signed to first he was signed to Mace's label called All Out. And then he was on So Def for a minute. And then he was signed to the same record label that Nelly was signed to, which was called For Real Entertainment and Universal. So you know, in our young minds, we thought it was gonna happen like Nelly and the Lunatics.
Right.
First Nelly got on, then he put the Lunatics on. So we thought, you know, Rashad was gonna get on, he was gonna blow up. Yeah. He was gonna put his crew on, which was called the Third or the Third Eye. You know, they rapped too, and then they were gonna put us on, me and Dame as Rule Ave. And you know, we were close, man. People liked our music in the industry. People liked our music. You know, it was just a different time, bro. It was just. You know, we didn't have no money to travel to New York to meet labels. We didn't have no money to go to LA or Atlanta to meet labels. It ain't like it. We didn't have access to DMs now. You know, you couldn't talk to somebody social media like that. Like when MySpace kind of took off, that was like helpful, but it was still different. It was still brand new. It was still brand new. So you know, you had your friends in your top 8. You didn't think like, yo, I'm gonna put these industry cats in my top 8 and try to build with them. You just try to like, I'm hyped that I can go around the corner and I see somebody be like, Trav, what up? And I'm like, oh shit, you know I rap.
My dog.
Yeah.
The neighborhood celeb pretty much.
Yeah, so we you know, we were close. But you know, it didn't work out, and you know, Shy still do music. He got a new project coming out. I shouldn't speak too much about it. I'll let him do that. But
oh yeah, for sure.
Did y'all have to burn CDs and stuff back then too?
Bro, we had to burn CDs.
Hey, that was back in the day where street promotion, the street team was the street team.
Like, all right, so to your point with the street team, so me and Dame was the only one that rapped. My nigga Wallace rapped with us sometimes, but it was me and Dame mainly.
Right.
But then we had the whole crew, right? We had all of Rule Ave with us. And say that was like 10, 15 people. Then we had the Fifth Ave niggas. So we had the street team, bro. And, you know, we would burn CDs and hand them out to them, and they would hand it out to people. And, you know, it was a time in Columbus where not everybody rapped. You know what I'm saying? As y'all probably know, being outside, everybody was a photographer. Everybody turned into a photographer. Everybody was a rapper. Everybody a promoter. Everybody a bouncer. Everybody turned into a podcast. Everybody turned into a DJ. At that time, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to be nice. And
you had to hone in on the craft.
Yeah, and being like having to record, a lot of people didn't have in-home studios. So it was a lot harder for everybody to record. Rashad just happened to have his own studio. So, you know what I'm saying? It was at his mom's crib. So we used to shit.
In there and get to work.
Listen, I ain't even have a car. My mom used to get off work, park her car, bro. I'll be right back. I would have her car for like 8 hours. I would leave here, bro. I would drive to the south side, pick up Dame, and then drive to like 161 in Cleveland, nigga. Like, just sometimes we would get there and not record a song, bro. Just be in there for hours listening to beats, like. And then you know, Shy was like, yo. He was like, this is what I want y'all to do. Like, write y'all songs and then come and rap them to me. And then whatever the best verses is, I'll build around that. So me and Dame used to be on the phone. I'd be like, this is my verse. And he have his verse. We create whole songs, nigga, a cappella, basically. And then we would go to Shy's house and we would end up rapping. You know what I'm saying? And then he would basically make like a drum pattern and little sounds. and we would leave, we come back, and that nigga produced a whole song, bro. And that shit used to be so fire.
That's dope.
And you know, we prided ourselves on not sounding local. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't want to sound like nobody else. And Shy was so advanced, and I want to say me and Dane were so advanced because I was like a backpacker. You know, I'm still a backpacker, but I was like a little lyrical miracle nigga.
Yeah,
like,
bars out here.
Bars,
Yeah.
like that was my job.
Anybody feel you?
That was my job. I used to write bars. And Dane was the melodic. He had bars too, but he was melodic and he understood song structure. So, like, it used to be like this: like, all right, Trav, you write your raps. All right, Dame and Rashad would work on the song. Like, they would come up with the hooks and melodies and all that. Yeah. My job was just to write 16s, but the difference between me and Dame, like, I had the bigger personality. So, you know what I'm saying? And I was, you know, I like the women. And, you know, Dame was kind of shy. So that was like the perfect setup. Like, one, I was lyrical, so the niggas was going to like me. And two, I like the women, so I was going to go after the ladies. You know what I'm saying? So
2 birds, 1 stone?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie to you. That does sound like Push and Malice for me.
Yeah. And, you
Push
know,
is the in your face, like, hey, we going to get this popping. And Malice is like, hey, we lay back, but we going to make this shit
Backpack
pop.
type.
Yeah, and Dame was incredible, bro. You ever like, you ever see a nigga hoop and you like, bro, you are better than everybody. Like, you should be in D1 college or going to the league. Yeah, that's how Dame was with rapping, bro. It came so easy and he was so good, bro. He didn't, to me personally, he didn't have the drive. Like, he just didn't have the drive. Like, it was what you ever ran into, like, people that don't have to work hard at something,
and it's just good. They just good.
Yeah, so they don't work hard. They just do it.
Yeah.
That was Dame. Like, he could rap his ass off, bro. Any style you want, and it was just like he never worked hard at it, but he never worked hard to get better, to improve our situation. So, you know, like I told you on the phone, you know, it came to an end because I caught my case, and we're not going to go into detail about that. Cool. But that basically stopped the rap shit. You know what I'm saying? It came to it.
But you got the files though, man. We need one of them tracks.
I got a couple joints. Shy got joints. I should have just asked him. We literally just
send me some, because for real, that'll be something that we'll play in the beginning, just like we did. Nah, like for real, like
we'll do a review on the project
for real. It's we all about music here. We love quality bars, bro. Yeah. We love quality bars,
in general, especially if you're from the city. So.
Exactly. And we support it.
I just want your fan base to understand these raps are old.
They did it. It's all right. Hey, listen, first of all, we're not going to judge that at all because it was something that was put out. A lot of people sit on great work, bodies of work, and it's not out for the world to actually consume.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna call him out on a public platform.
Do it.
Demetrius Howard, aka Soup, is one of the best producers. One of the best producers I ever met in my life. You know what I'm saying? And he sits on his music so much, bro. We gotta
get these people
this nigga's
out of that,
great
bro.
At what he does, and he just sits on his music, and I don't understand. Like, he'll put out a project with Trig, he'll put out a project with Trek, but if y'all want some local music that
let's not even call it local, bro. Let's just call it great music here.
Listen, check out Soup's catalog, man.
Soup is that nigga, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. That nigga is a genius, bro. That nigga's a genius too, bro.
You got less hearing, bro.
I got you. I got you. Nah, for real. I got what you want.
And another one of my favorite producers in the city is Dev Draper.
Dev actually did my wedding. Was the DJ at my wedding too, and I know he's a super producer. Okay. He's a fucking super producer, bro.
Dev is probably one of the most talented people in the world, bro. Like, I watched Dev recently learn how to play the
piano,
the guitar. He was like, "This is day one." By day 3, he was playing that. I'm like, Dev, like,
I really want to have him on here too.
Yeah, you should. Dev is a great human being, bro.
He is.
Every time I see Dev, it's like, I'll be so excited to, you know, just to have a small conversation with him because he's just so talented, man. And Don't sleep on Blaze, bro.
I never have.
Blaze
Never
is
have.
amazing, bro.
That because he was working.
You know, they had a deal. You know, him and
Reese.
Yeah, they had a deal with
yeah.
Dream Life, which is Rich Paul's label, who is LeBron's manager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Y'all just giving me names to look up now.
Yep.
Listen, bro.
Recent Blaze.
Recent Blaze, bro.
Yeah.
Recent Blaze, Reese, or Blaze and Reese, they actually gave me the programs that I edited.
Yeah, they are. They
taught
are some
me
of the
how to
best
walk
rappers.
through. Yeah, he taught me how to walk through Logic too. I'm working with
Why
Logic.
we met
now.
Blaze?
Because y'all niggas don't want to link up like that no more, bro. Like, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Everybody, man.
Yeah, Blaze is he's one of the most talented people I ever met in my life, and he's so humble and he gives away the games. Like, all you gotta do is ask Blaze a question. He will answer it, I promise you.
I DM'd him and was just like, "Hey, bro, I'm starting to." I was like, "I'm starting this podcast." He was like, "Say less. You need help? Let me know." Reese did the same thing. You need help? Let me know.
You know, they're great individuals. You know what I'm saying? They really are, and their impact on the music scene in Ohio was big, and a lot of people don't realize because they don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
They need to talk about it more. They really do, because they were around when Fat Al was going. And that's not that fault. That's not. It's a long time, but it's not. It really hasn't been a long time, bro.
Yeah.
We were like that. That was the same time that we had graduated from. Me personally, I had graduated from high school, and they were still on this run. And then they were in Ice and Fire. They were in Icon and doing all these things. I'm looking like, bro. I remember being 18, 19, sneaking into 21 and ups and Icon, bro, kicking it, listening to them, going off, bro. Like, this shit was dope. And I was just like, bro, nah, it was what it was, bro.
The 21 and up, bro.
But it was based off of first off, it was Flicks. It was Nathan Flicks that actually put me on, because he put me in the lane of photography. Yeah, I was the freelance photographer taking pictures in the club. So
what was the white boy's name that used to take pictures?
J Club. Jason or Justin. I think it was either Jason or Justin. I knew, but J Club. Yeah, them two hung close, and they found the lane in there, and they had put me and my boy D on, and we was just freelancing in the club, and that's how. And I don't think Blaze and Reese realized that. That's how I knew who they were. Yeah. And then a few years later, fast forward, this podcast come out. I'm thinking they about to put y'all was all going to talk about the industry and everything like that, and y'all did. But y'all were talking about y'all's experience and going into that. Like, y'all had something, and still do have something to cherish, because y'all elevated the level that this podcast game here in Columbus needs to be, with podcasting consistently as well as live shows, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. The shit was lit, bro. It was just like, you would cut. So they've rented out a few spots, and they would just go. They would. Went to the live. It was like clubs, bro. It was like they had their own.
You need to know, Trav. I'm the friend. I'm the bro. Don't get the invitations for
the nigga. Don't go nowhere, bro.
You talk to Blaze.
I'm gonna be honest.
All you gotta do is pull up, bro. You get good money.
Let me know next time y'all out doing your shows, bro. I'll be there for sure. I'm down to support.
Listen, so let me give you a brief history on podcasting Columbus, as far as what I know and me being there. So shout out to Craig and Dez. They had a podcast called No Bullshit Radio. This was like 07, bro. This
when they was in the radio. No.
This is
way back
before, bro.
When they interviewed Drake.
Yeah, but it was around that time. But even before that, they had one called No Bullshit Radio. And they were like one of the first ones. And then, me and O Sharp, King 7, Rich Nice, we had a podcast too. You know what I'm saying? So it was early around that time.
I was starting early.
Yeah, and this was like, we didn't even really know what podcast was. You know what I'm saying? And then what I did, all right, so then Pulse Radio came along. Rich Knight started Pulse Radio. and there was some other stuff. You know, Wooger had they joined too, and you know, with Pulse Radio, everybody was coming doing a radio show, but it was almost like online radio. So it'd be like
on YouTube.
No, it was before YouTube. So it'd be like y'all got to tune in on this app from like 6 to 8. So my thing was this, like I'm like, damn, what if somebody works 6 to 8? They're gonna miss the show. So I told my OG Rich Nice, I'm like, I want to do a podcast. Like I don't want to do live radio because a lot of people might miss it because you know they might be at the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do a podcast so people can listen at 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. So we started what was called the B-side. And, you know, the B-side of a record, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I was a backpacker, lyrical miracle dude. So it was called the B-side. So me, Rich, Will Pounder, and O Sharp started it. Niggas started realizing yeah, that's my brother. You know, niggas started realizing like, oh, this is dope. And they can record whenever and put it out whenever. And then, you know, Dez came to a couple shows. And then Blaze was like, yo, let me mix it because this shit sounds crazy. So Blaze got it, and then Reese came, and then, you know, we all started doing the B-side together. And then, you know, members changed, but that was the core. So it ended up being me, O Sharp, Dez, Blaze, and Reese. You know what I'm saying? And then O kind of like, you know, he was doing too much, so then it became us four. And then we added Leon, and then we had another section called the R&B side. Like we was trying to like monopolize everything. So we had like a sports radio show, we had a R&B show, we had a hip hop show, and we didn't even realize what we were doing at the time, bro. We just trying to make it. Yeah, we were just trying to make it. And shout out to my guy Mark G, Marcus Gordon too. He was involved too. Gotta shout him out. But then, you know, the B-side got being too much, you know, because we were recording at Blaze's crib. It's like, you know, he had a family and shit. It was like, damn, bro, it got to be too much. So, like, we kind of like stopped. But Dez was like, yo, like, nah, we need to do this one. Dez was at the radio, and he was like, yo, he's like, let's bring it back. Let's call it what we talking about. And like the first 3 or 4 shows, man, we did was at the radio station, like guerrilla style, nigga. Like Sunday nights, everybody be gone, Dez sneak us in the radio. We in there wilding, had liquor and shit, like wilding, like yeah, bro. And then they finally got wind. The radio station got wind, like, damn, y'all got liquor in, y'all can't be doing that wilding out. Like we was wilding. And that was basically the beginning of what we talked about. And then, you know,
what year was that?
Shit, we've been doing it. That was like 8 years ago. Yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
2017.
Y'all way ahead of the game.
Oh yeah. It was.
We was like,
like they went to the Lemon Loaf. Lemon Loaf.
Yeah.
That right. Listen,
the Lemon Loaf took us to a whole nother level. But this is like before Joe Budden was doing podcasts. So. Reese, so Reese.
Talk about it, bro.
Reese
please.
used to work in this building, right? And he had 24-hour access, right? So, bro, we recorded every Sunday. So we would record at like 9 at night, bro. Like you don't understand. Like we would go to all the day parties, we would kick it. Niggas would be lit,
still lit from the day party.
And then downtown, Reese had access to this building, and and then you know we would go to, basically it was like Reese's job, like nigga, and it was like a beautiful setup, nigga. We would be in there, like everybody bringing bottles and shit. We would be in there and we really turned up, and that's when like I couldn't believe that we recorded that late and be drunk and had to work the next day, bro. We used to be in there till like 9 to like 1 in the morning, lit, bro. And like especially then, I used to get drunk and I used to be slurring my words. And they'd be like, bro, you are too lit. Yeah. And then, you know, then it got hot. Then we had to leave that situation. And then we went to Soul Classics. We recorded at Soul Classics. Shout out to Tay. He showed love. He let us record at Soul Classics for a minute. And then he was remodeling the store. And then Blaze was like, fuck it. We just do it back at my crib. Because Blaze said he had bought a new crib. And it was super nice. So Yeah, that was like the transition over the years, but yeah, we tried to make it happen anywhere we could, man. So
y'all had Twitter and shit.
We had Twitter,
fire
IG,
with the lemon loaf.
Oh man,
and the Speedway glizzies.
So
the Speedway glizzies.
The story behind the lemon loaf was like, so
Panera Bread.
Yes, yeah, was it Panera Bread? Yeah. They got lemon loaf pies, right?
It's either that or Starbucks.
No, it was Starbucks. It was Starbucks. So they got lemon loaf pies, right?
Yeah.
Like little slices or whatever. And one Reese and Dez is always foodies. They always talking about food and shit. So they was talking about eating a lemon loaf, and they was talking about eating a lemon loaf from the back. Like, I like to eat my lemon loaf from the back, bro. So we start calling the place that we record the lemon loaf headquarters. You know what I'm saying?
The loaf headquarters is crazy.
And so we turned the city, like the whole city started going to Starbucks and getting it was selling out. It was selling out everywhere, bro. That shit really went viral. Like before we even knew what viral was, like
they got a sponsorship from Starbucks.
We trying to bring up because remember Starbucks had that incident with the racism and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
it was right around that time too.
And niggas was like, yeah, we not really fucking with it, but Dez is like, shit, I like these lemon loaves. You know, it's like how you eat your lemon loaf? How you eat it from the back, bro? That shit took off. So we was the lemon loaf boys. You know what I'm saying? We was the lemon loaf boys.
The lemon loaf wave era must have been crazy. From the back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He got lemon loaf t-shirts. My dude Raheem, he made me a jacket, and it's got a lemon loaf patch on there and everything.
I need one of them. What we talking about hats too.
Oh yeah, I got you.
I need one.
I want the lemon loaf jacket. I want one of them.
Yeah, bro. We was yeah, man. We had a time, man. I don't regret it at all. I learned so much about myself. I learned how to deal with people.
Y'all all grew, bro.
Yeah, I learned how to joke with my brothers and not feel offended. You know, like because it was bicker. It was bicker. It was always like, as I say it, and they always disagree with me, but from my point of view, I always felt like they were jumping me about a topic, and bro, I would be in there fighting back,
fighting for his life, bro.
I'm fighting for
my life.
Yeah, bro, and it was always funny, and it was always like trying to debate with two niggas about two different topics at one time, bro. We had some classic episodes back at the Lemon for sure, man.
And then when y'all did the flow
live show. When we did the flow
live show, that was my first. No, that wasn't my first live show. My first live show was when y'all were at a clubhouse.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That was Dez's spot. We did the clubhouse. Our very first live show was at the Toy Barn. Like we put that shit together in like 2 weeks. We didn't know what to expect. Flo was a sponsor. We had a pizza place being a sponsor, and we did it at the Toy Barn, and niggas really came all the way out to the Toy Barn to hear us talk.
For sure.
Yeah, bro. And it was like amazing.
It was a whole bunch of people.
It was amazing.
I think the show I went to, that was XL, I think it was.
Yeah, we did XL.
So when they did the battle, the battle, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The verses was fire.
On a tour or something.
Bro, they should have did, man, if y'all would have did a tour, bro. If y'all would have did a tour, that shit would have been hard.
I think as y'all know, as y'all grown with this podcast,
it's a lot.
It's not as easy as it looks.
Yes.
And that's always been the thing. Like, we never been gatekeepers and telling people they can't do it. My advice is always do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Go ahead and jump out that window and do a podcast. So people always came up to us and I'm like, listen, do it. But then when you realize about 2 months in, like, yo, this shit is time consuming and it's hard. Like, nigga. Oh yeah, this is
promoting everything.
Yeah, bro.
It is a
lot. And it was just the four of us. We didn't have no backing. We didn't have, you know what I'm saying? And then, all right, the four of us, but maybe this week I don't even feel like being on Twitter. I don't even feel like being on IG. So that leaves us down to 3 people. And maybe, Blaze got to do something with his job and he traveling here and there. Maybe Reese got the kids and he doing something here. Maybe Dez just don't feel like it, bro. So like
we relate.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't realize how hard it is to maintain to carry everything, you know, and that's why I still salute them for them still doing it, because it got like with me leaving, it was more so like I would miss a show and then I would come back. And then I would have 2 gigs on 2 Sundays in a row. And I would miss 2 gigs and I would come back. And I was like, that's not fair to them. That's not fair to our listeners. You know, everybody else working hard and I'm out here I'm outside, you know, and they committed to the pod. So, you know, I just had to sit down, you know what I'm saying? I talked with a couple people and I was like, yeah, I know this run's about to be up for me. So yeah, it was, you know, it was just I hit the group chat and told him like, yo, I think I'm done. You know, the DJ shit is picking up, and you know what I'm saying. I really enjoy DJing. You know, And on top of that, I'm trying to get to the bag. And like I said, they didn't front. Like they didn't talk shit. Everybody was very, very supportive.
Oh, that's cool.
You know.
Our family.
Yeah.
So
you know, it's a lot of bicker, and it's still a lot of bicker, and you know, I still be talking shit. They still be talking shit. But at the end of the day, you know, I know us four, we created something special in the city, and
y'all still have something special. Don't say y'all created past tense.
What I'm saying is like we created something special we didn't have a blueprint.
True.
Now there's a blueprint that we created.
That's a fact.
And that, you know, they're continuing. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah. For sure.
And we definitely appreciate it. I know I do.
Yeah.
I still listen every Monday, bro.
Yeah. But that DJ talk, I can't wait. I'm gonna come on the show soon.
We no, we not done, my nigga. Don't.
I'm talking to them.
The DJ. Oh, you talking about the DJ?
Yeah,
Sublims.
Yeah.
Shots, copy.
Yeah.
Copy.
Neighborhood next to you.
Hey,
sure.
but we gonna get into that now. What I do want to pivot off of is because during the time before you actually left, there was Needle to the Groove. And I'm not going to get into that just yet because you definitely put me on to some shops that I can go to get my vinyls. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
We usually...
Oh, yeah, me, you,
and Ash.
Yeah.
But you created... My son is a vinyl record head now, bro.
Yeah, I love it.
The show, like, for a while, we would do Sundays and we would go to the vinyl record store, pick out our stuff, and then come home. Bro, he done popped on some shit that I didn't even think that he heard before.
Yeah,
I was like, what you know about it? He was like, well, TikTok, and then I actually listened to the whole album on Spotify, and I like it. I was like,
what do you put on? Some old school?
It was Al Green.
Al Green. That boy tapping.
But his mom is an Al Green fan. She loved that's one of her favorites. But it caught us both off guard because we was downstairs watching TV and he played that.
Yeah. My 10-year-old likes vinyl and she got a record player, and so we're trying to get her the Tyler vinyl because she really likes. We got
the Tyler too. We definitely got the Tyler for him. But with that, like it created, and I was able to teach him the purest form to hear music outside of it being live.
Yeah.
So with that, like we've started going into more concerts based off of our interest in certain artists and everything like that. But you actually helped me find and start digging in these crates, and then with your podcast now, Needle to the Groove.
So Needle to the Groove was that was just out of necessity because what we talking about, I don't want to say it was a gossip type shit, but you know, we talked industry shit, you know. Yeah. We talked whatever the latest news cycle was, we talked about it. Me personally, I wanted to interview people. I wanted to ask questions because I like learning. So it was like, you know, during the pandemic, obviously, you know, I started DJing, but before then, right before I started DJing, I was like, this is something I want to do, but let me talk. It was like a cheat code. Like, let me talk to all my DJ friends first, you know, and learn from them, and then I can apply it once I start getting my gear. So, yeah, it was in Columbus, I felt like nobody was showing love to the DJs.
That's a fact.
And so I just wanted to sit down and talk to them and ask them questions and, pick their brain about certain things. And I would get my list of questions, some deep cut questions and shit like that. And if I didn't, I would text somebody and be like, tell me a little bit about such and such so I can ask them questions. And, I absolutely love Needle to the Groove. It was needed at the time. It was beautiful. It was beautiful for me. Again, like podcasting to me should be, it could be fun, but I think it should be educational too. Yeah, I think you should learn something. I think, especially if you have a guest, like, your listeners going to walk away with learning something about me they probably didn't know, because they just know me as Trav Dave and just a regular, guy outside. So that was my thing. Like, I wanted to get to the human element of that person instead of just DJ and shit, or how they became a good DJ. And my favorite episode was a guy named DJ Buka, and Buka is J Raw's best friend. If you don't know J Raw's is, we call him International J Raw's. He's probably one of the biggest artists to ever come out of Columbus. We can't deny his impact since 1998, and he did he did Brown Skin Lady on Black Star album, Most Definitely Quali, and he just put out an album with Quali like last year. Yeah. So Buka passed away, you know what I'm saying, but
that was the last interview that you got to have.
I was the last person to interview him, and I got a message from his son, man, and it just brought me to tears because he's like, no matter what, I got this interview. I got to hear it. I got my dad's voice. I got my dad's voice, bro. Like, you did that. And then Ross hit me a couple weeks ago. Like, he out the blue. Like, I talk to Ross, but he's so busy. He be out. When I say international Ross, he be in Denmark. He be in Italy. He be everywhere. Like, so he hit me the other day. He was like, you got that Buka interview on MP3? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, can you send that to me, man? He's like, bro, I'm just missing my best friend. I'm like, yeah, bro. And I sent it to him, man, and like I could just feel his energy, bro. Like he was
created that.
He was so happy, and like to me that just means so much. Like, because to me, like Buka was just he was the OG, not he was just the OG. Like, nigga, I always wanted to talk to you, so we can sit down and talk on my show. Like, this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? And now that he's not here, that's part of his legacy that his family can listen to, and it's a dope, like an hour and a half, 2 hour interview.
And you definitely gave him his flowers.
Oh, yeah. Because Buka, like, me and Buka would see each other just, and I'll wrap it up real quick, but we would see each other and we like the same type of real hip hop. Like, so it would be like almost like a test. Like, you listen to that West Side Gun. What you think about that Benny? What you think about, what you think about Esther Nat? Heads that most people wouldn't listen to. And like he would do the same with me when he see me, like, make sure you're on your shit, this. So, it was an honor and a privilege to do that. So but yeah, Needle to the Groove. So I did it for a while, and then, just like we said, it's time consuming, bro. It gets time consuming. And
it was just you?
Yeah, it was just me. It wasn't the guys around, Shout out to Blaze, he would mix some of it. Shout out to my guy, Ant Shepard. He live in LA. He would mix some of it too. He actually made the intro and shit. Like, like, I want to bring it back. I really, really do. And I talked to the break room about it, so we are working on something.
Do that shit. Yes.
We are working.
Let's go.
We are working.
Let's go.
A strictly, like, visual aspect now.
Listen, because it's taking off. The visuals are taking off,
where it's at, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm learning my audio. Yeah, it's something that people can watch, and if they can't watch it, they can put it down and just have it play out.
Yeah,
it. That's something that one of the reasons why I started this too is because I was just like, there's a visual, and I wanted to put my guy on, bro. This nigga right here, bro. When you say bar for bar, Not even gonna lie, this is my
MC?
best friend, my
Yeah,
dog.
MC?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, I'm a rapper.
Barred up, bro.
Been doing it for
We
a long
didn't
time,
have
bro.
we got tracks and shit together too, but this man right here, bars.
Yeah.
See,
Quality.
That's
So-
that's my wheelhouse. Like I am an MC's MC. Like you know what I'm saying. I love bars. Like you know, being a DJ is weird because it's like I can't play like the super lyrical. Like I can't play Black Thought in the
Nah.
club.
Ooh, Black
because
Thought.
they're not gonna get it.
But you know, I can separate like when I'm in my car.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not listening to a podcast, I am listening to the most lyrical miracle shit you could think of. You know what I'm saying? And that's like that cleans my palate for when I do go out and play the fucking Sexy Reds and all that shit.
It's a fix for you.
You know what
Need
I'm
a
saying?
Because I
You always
remember
need a
when
balance,
when you was talking about when you was at LV
Oh my god.
and you was just like, all I'm playing is Sexy Red and like that. Like it was just like she was like, oh, can you play Sexy Red? He was like, but I'm in my bag right now. Like
LV, so LV, shout out to my man Gary Porter, man. I love you. You know, he's like a brother to me. He put me onto that spot, man. You know, and he made sure I got paid, and I super appreciate it. But them Southside niggas, boy, oh boy, bro. When I tell you, I only did 10 to 12. Shout out to my man Midwest Moo. You know, I love Moo to death. Moo used to come in and do 12 to 2. Thank God, bro. When I tell you, those were the longest 2 hours, my God. Like, those 2 hours felt like 2 days because at 10 o'clock, niggas be asking you to play the hits. At 10 o'clock, like,
and you're not supposed
they
to.
looking for the hoes. I'm like, nigga, I ain't even set up yet. Like, I would literally
I'm just
walk
coming
in
in
with my bag and they be requesting songs. And I'd be like, I haven't even, my bag is still on my shoulder. I'm just saying, bro, when you get on, can you play? I'm like, listen, I'm going to play everything you want. I promise you. It got to the point where I would tell Moo, hey, I'm playing all the hits the first hour. Second hour, I know you'll be here at 12, so I'm going to play some R&B. You can just play everything I played from 10 to 11. And I promise you they won't notice, bro. I promise you they won't notice.
They're going to be fucked up
Or
before
they don't even care. Like, they did not care, bro. And I used to be in there like, bro, I used to be at LV. And then, God bless LV. They can smoke trees in there, bro.
Oh,
so
you was like,
I used to wear these dirty ass Adidas sweats, some dirty ass Adidas boots, nigga, and like a hoodie, nigga, like a raggedy hoodie. Cause I'm like, bro, one time,
smoke
like
my shit out.
they smoke off rip. So when I used to leave, nigga, even my gear would smell like weed. I remember one time getting in the car with my girls and they like, it smell funny in here. I'm like, oh my God. But, you know, again, shout out to Gary and LV, man. I learned song selection, I learned pacing, and I learned, as Des say, play the hits. Because it wasn't getting in your creative edit bag. None of that, bro. It was like, play me the best Jeezy records, the best Gucci records,
I need my
best
hood shit
Future.
now.
Here for one reason.
Nah, nigga. Turn up, nigga. It'd be 10:30. These niggas want to hear Finito. And it's like, damn, bro, it's 10:30, nigga.
You want to go straight into the shit.
Yeah, like, damn, you want to hear Hard in the Paint, nigga, or No Hands? It's 11 o'clock, my God. You still got 3 hours of partying left. Like, why do you want to hear No Hands at 11 o'clock?
All 3 hours.
All
Let's
three.
go.
Man.
All 3.5. All 3.5. But pivoting into that, because I remember when I first heard you DJ and seen you DJ, when I pulled up on you when you were at the spot downtown.
Where's that?
I think it was Gay Street.
Oh, ML Lounge.
ML.
Yep.
So hearing it then and hearing it now, bro.
Oh, man.
Bro.
So shout out to my brother Earl, man.
Shits, bro.
My brother Earl, you know, we grew up together, childhood friends for real. We were from the mud for real.
Mm-hmm.
So Earl had a spot on Gay Street called ML Lounge. It was right next to Esco. And you know, I was very new to DJing. Like, nigga, my blends were terrible. Like, you know, I knew the music, I knew the song selection. It's just my blends and, you know, my timing was terrible. And but Earl's, you know, I can't thank him enough because his whole thing was this. Look, Trav, I can pay any of these DJs to come in here and DJ, but you my brother. I want to put some money in your pocket, and you gonna learn and hear. This is gonna be your boot camp, nigga. Yeah. You're gonna learn in here in front of a live audience. So I practice at the crib, and every Saturday from 9 to 2 or 10 to 2, I would be in ML, and I would 4 hours, bro. So in the beginning, I used to be so scared. So I would bring a seasoned DJ with me. Like I bring like my OG DJ Do Boogie, you know what I'm saying? Or I try to call Mr. King, or I try to call DJ Beat Bangers, DJ Dame, like somebody I knew was seasoned. Like, and then I would, when people start coming in, I would get nervous. Like, nah, y'all go on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then it was one of those days. You know, I called Dame, like, oh, I already got a gig. I called Boog, I got a gig. Called King, I got a gig. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody around. I got to do this shit by myself. Like, you know, and I just figured it out. And I did the 4 hours by myself, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. And I was like, damn, okay, I could do 4 hours by myself. Then the next week, you know, because keep in mind, too, if we split the time, I got to pay you, nigga. Like, you ain't showing up for 2 hours and like, all right, good luck, my bro. Like, nah, this is a paid gig. You know what I'm saying? So that 4 hours I did by myself, I got all that money, and I was like, I like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little bit more off.
So the next week I just did it again. I was like, yeah, this is a little bit extra money. Yeah, I like it. So, you know, I started getting better. I started reading the crowd better. I started understanding pace and time in which, you know, everybody think they can DJ till you got to DJ. You know what I'm saying? And then different crowds will come in because, you know, it's right there on Gay Street. So sometimes you have a flood of white people come in. So now you got to play the pop music. Then you have the white people in there. Then you have the hood niggas in there. So now you gotta figure it out.
Balance.
You know what I'm saying? You can play the Migos, but then you might have to play Nelly. You know what I'm saying? And
just to give it the blend.
You don't want to scare them because they spend the money at the bar, and that's the whole point, right? Like, so I was at ML for like a year and a half, bro, and that was like my stomping ground, like learning, and you know, build up my confidence where I'm like, you know, by the time ML came to an end, I'm like, I can DJ anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I could DJ anywhere.
Because you put in them hours, bro.
You have to have a set playlist, like when you would go locations, and then you have to pivot based on that, like the audience?
You should have a clue. You don't have to have like set songs, but you know, again, like if you go to LV, you know in your mind you playing ratchet shit. You know, so have your crate. Have a crate full of the ratchet shit. Now you don't, you know, sometimes you can sneak some R&B shit in there, you know what I'm saying? Some Dream records. Everybody love a good T-Pay and buy you a drink record. You know, them joints.
That's the safe one right
you
there.
Know, but at ML, like I said, like every weekend was different, bro, because it'd be like the old heads in there, and I'm like, shit, I can play 90s hip-hop, you know, I can play 90s R&B, and I'm good. Then the young boys will be in there, and it's like, damn, y'all in there with shiesties on? Like, oh my God. Like, I gotta play.
When the shiesties was really hitting.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you this question. Because when you first started out, what made you pivot the way everything was? Because you started during the pandemic. You was mixing and everything. I remember because I would reach out to you like, hey, I'm working on something and everything like that. But what made you pivot to DJing?
So, during the pandemic, you know, like I said, I've been a travel agent for 13 years. When the pandemic happened, what was the first thing to go? Travel. Travel. Like, you know, couldn't fly, couldn't do nothing, right? So I remember we got the call. It was like, all right, we don't know what really is going on, so we gonna scale back. Everybody gonna work from home. I'm like, cool. A week later, they was like, yeah, we laying all y'all motherfuckers off, bro. So, you know, I got laid off, and I didn't know what to do. Like, it was my first time ever been laid off. Like, I ain't never really been fired from a job. I was comfortable, you know what I'm saying? So, pandemic happened. I will say this. When they had that, like I got my unemployment, then they had that bonus to go. Nigga, I ran that.
Talking about the stimulus.
When I tell you I ran that to the top, brother, I ran that to the tippy top. Like my whole mindset was, look, We can't go nowhere. I'm not buying no shoes. I ain't buying no clothes. Whatever I got.
Yeah.
I'm stacking everything. So the first year, I still wasn't DJing yet, but I was thinking about it like that. And then after the STEMI and all that shit died, I started doing construction at the Crew Stadium. Again, shout out to my boy Gary, my brother Gary. So I started doing construction at the Crew Stadium. And I ain't gonna hold you, bro. They paid $33 an hour, my nigga. And you got paid weekly. And it was unlimited overtime.
That was bad.
When I tell you, when I ran that up, you know what I'm saying? That was my whole mentality, bro. I'm just running it up. You know what I'm saying? And then I gotta give props to this guy named DJ Reese Tuwell. A lot of people don't know him, but he used to be outside like back in the day. He was the first person I talked to. I was like, Reese, man, I think I want to DJ, bro. And he was like, buy this little controller. It's called a go-to controller. It's small, you know what I'm saying? He was like, buy that. It's only $99. That way you're not wasting your money and you can see if you like it. I was like, bet, man. Went to Guitar Center and got it. You know what I'm saying? It was like I said, $99, bro. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. So I started practicing the crib, but I'm like not telling anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you definitely had
like real low, sitting down like at a table, and I'm like practicing. Then I'm like, DJ, man, I think, but I was still scared because that I get that way with new adventures and shit. I get nervous, so I'm like, I think I want to do this, man, but I don't know if I'm gonna jump out the window yet, because if it failed, then I'm gonna think everybody gonna look at me crazy. You feel me? Like, damn, you whack ass nigga, you fell, blah blah blah. Just being insecure about it, to be honest and transparent. Then the first verses we had, the very first verses we had. So I was Reese DJ, you know what I'm saying? And it was Wayne versus Drake, and it was at R Bar. And
y'all had R Bar stacked out.
Yeah, it was at R Bar.
R Bar, man.
Shout out to R Bar, man. Shout out to Marlon.
Miss y'all, man.
R Bar was special.
Noise for R Bar.
So I don't know if you know DJ Fugazi.
I do.
Yeah, Flu is my guy too. So Flu was Dez's DJ. Now Flu is like a professional DJ, nigga. Like this is what he do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's super dope. And then it was like me for Reese. Like, I have no clue what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But I had bought this other controller. It was like $300. It was a little bit bigger, but it was still like some kid shit, for like a better term. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Flu had his whole gear set up next to, and my little shit was set up next to his. And every time I look at the pictures, I'm like, damn, like I was looking crazy, right? So we did the verses, and I'm like, man, all right, I'm gonna get better. And I gotta say this, I always shout her out, Sarah. Sarah used to live here. She live in like Texas now.
Yeah, but she left. All right, Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah was the first person to let me DJ a house party.
That's my thought.
And I did it on a little controller, and she first, I always got to thank her for that. And so I started getting better, but I was still trash. And then but I would practice, and I would have it set up in the front room, and I would practice, bro. And I'm like, all right, I'm getting better, but I'm still trash. And then I started getting a little, it's like when you start doing something for the first time, people start giving you a look like, yeah, I'll hire you, Trav, like, blah, 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 So I'm like, shit, people starting to hire me. Then my best friend, her name is Raina. She came to the crib one time, and she seen the house set up. She's like, this little piece of shit. She's like, you want to be a real DJ or not? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, nigga, we gotta go buy you a real controller there, because this ain't it. Like this is not it, bro. Like you can't be running around the city with this little thing right here, bro. You gotta go. So we went to Guitar Center. Long story short, I ended up buying a controller, the same one I got my Rain, and it was $1,500. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, I don't spend $1,500. My whole goal is to get that $1,500 back.
Yeah.
But the only way you could do that is get active, right? So I took the Rain. Motherfuckers started booking me, bro, and like you know, it's just one of them. It's like when you know when you write raps and then it just click like, oh, this
start to work out with the stuff.
yeah, it just start to click, bro. And I'm like, oh, I get it. And you know, all my OGs will be like, just work on your blends. Everything else will come. Just make sure your blends don't sound like train wreck. Don't sound like Tim's in the dryer. And that's what they would say. Don't sound like Tim's in the dryer. Just work on your blends. Work on your blends. And I used to ask so many questions. Like I would go, all my OG DJs, when they DJ, nigga, I'd be right there. Like, what's that mean? So do that. Can you do that again? Like, nigga, I don't care if the club is stacked, nigga. I'd be right there. Like, can you do that again? How'd you do that? Well, how'd you go from this song to this song? Well, how'd you go to the... I mean, I would beat their ears up, nigga. It could be a whole club, bro, and I'm just... Nigga, it's just me and them, nigga. It's just me and them. Yeah. And, you know, I got good. I'm not great yet, but I got good, you know what I'm saying? To the point where my confidence was like, oh, shit, I can rock any party.
Nigga, you've been in Orange Soda.
I've done
multiple Orange Sodas.
3 or 4 Orange Sodas. You know, and I keep telling Burn, you know, like, all right, I done opened up 3 or 4 Orange Sodas. I need that second slot, and then, you know, eventually that third slot. But, you know, that's a tall hill to climb, because it's Burn, it's Reva, you know, don't fret, like, you know, they beasts, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man.
Get Burn on here too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Definitely gotta get Burn on here.
You know, and I can't thank Burn enough. You know, we've become really, really close friends, and he's helped me out. He challenges me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's how friends are supposed
you know,
to be too.
he challenges me to get better. Like, he'll just text me out the blue, like, "What you doing?" I'd be like, shit, watching Marvel. We'd be like, you ain't practicing? I'd be like, shit. Let me go downstairs and practice.
So I did see a post that he put up, I think it was yesterday, but he said DJs. The best place to be is being a DJ, but also passing that knowledge down and being the vessel for that. And I was just like, that's in anything too. It goes with anything. If you are at a certain point, at a high point, it is your duty and diligence to actually pass that down to people that are coming up to that. Like, the lowest of the lows, you working on something, this is what you could do. And if they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. But you're still giving out free game at all times.
So I went to, you know, and I love telling the story, you know, don't fret. I was at her very first DJ gig at Callahan's, and now I see where she at, bro. And I just see her walking and body shit, and, you know, and it's just like, from her first set to now, bro, it's just amazing to watch. You know, another
Burns wing too.
Yeah, Recio. Same with her. I watched her get super dope. DJ Black, I watched him get super dope. You know, and these people all came up on the Burn.
Ratchet Soul too. Ratchet Soul, I seen her from the bottom. She was doing house parties.
Yeah.
And then she's doing
Jazz is out of here, bro. Man. So, you know, my lane, and as far as the DJs go, like, you know, I feel like I can play anywhere. I understand that even though I'm older in age, I'm still a new DJ. It's only been 2.5 years for me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of a weird space to be in, because it's like, I'm not like A6, you know what I'm saying? The young boys got it. Then, you know, them is my young boys, them my nephews, you know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like I'm like the Fedora niggas either.
Nah.
You know, I'm not the First Friday crowd either. I like, and there's no knock to them, because they are seasoned veterans, and, you know, they get, you know, and, you know, Mixmaster Ice, and, you know, all of them, they get busy. But I don't feel like I'm that, you know, and I'm not as good as them, you know, and I can say that.
It's still room for growth, but for you to do this for 2 years, bro, and you grow, and you're in that market now, where you're mixing with people that have the skills that you have too, and they're passing knowledge down to you. You can't discredit that, bro. 2 years is a lot. Listen, bro, this
Yeah.
This by itself, I was just like, shit. I was like, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like that. But I started to mix with you, Reese, Blaze, and Dez, and y'all started passing keys down.
Yeah, bro.
So with you doing it for 2 years, bro, and to be where you at, bro, be in that light, bro, because that was fire,
doing
bro.
your damn thing,
You
man.
started from the smallest,
Yeah.
and now you doing these events, bro.
Doing your thing,
You
bro.
got to get that, bro. You got to take them flowers to where they are, and keep going and understand that there's more knowledge to gain on that too.
You know, I you know, with Leaders for the Group, again with the DJs, like when I tell you, I text my DJ friends, even if we ain't the best of friends, like I always ask questions, bro. Literally yesterday, I was with DJ D Boogie at he was at Bernard's. Always ask questions, bro. Literally yesterday, I was with DJ D Boogie at he was at Bernard's, and I was like, it's basically called a beat juggle, and I was like, I've seen it a million times, and again, club was packed. I'm like, can you do that beat juggle again? Like, I don't give a fuck about what's going on in the club. Like, can you do that? Can you do that beat juggle again? Like, I still ask questions, you know, like, you know, it's just who I am, man. Like, I'm never gonna act like I'm above anybody in this DJ shit. And I know being a DJ, it's almost like, you know, being a rapper, you gotta have an ego. Yeah. Like, you gotta feel like you the dopest. Yeah, but to me, like, I have to ask these questions, man. It's the only way. It's my source. Like, I'm gonna use my resources. It's just like you. Like, you know, like, use your resources. Yeah. I tell you all the time, use your resources. Like, I will call King out the blue. I'll be like, Mr. King, I got this gig, whatever. Can you? And you know, 9 times out of 10, he like, bro, I'm busy. I got my life. I'm DJing. I'm up. But all right, cool. Well, this is my next one. Yeah. Can you make it to that one? Yeah. Well, this is the next one after that one. Can you make it? You know, I always call King and just ask him to pull up on me. Yeah. You know, DJ Dame. Like, Dame is probably the best DJ y'all never heard of in the city, and I'm not being funny. Like, Dame is incredible. He can scratch, he can blend, he can do it all, right? This week, nigga, this is no cap. Dame was like, I got a couple hours free, man. I was like, I'm at work. He's like, dang. I was like, I get off at 5. He's like, yeah, I gotta be gone by 5. And then I told my job, I was like, I gotta take my mom to the doctor.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do that too.
I gotta take my mom to the doctor at 3. So I'm leaving about 2:30. They were like, all right, cool. I called Dame like, I'm free. Come through. So we can practice, bro. You know, like
it's iron sharpening iron.
Yeah, and Dame can scratch, and I'm trying to learn how to scratch really good, and he's incredible. And you know, so he came through, and we practiced. I was literally just talking to Burn. You know, I like that whole A6. You know, Cam and Rich. Them is like my nephews. You know what I'm saying? I tell them all the time, come through, because I got the turntable set up in the crib, and I'm like, come through. You know, because the last one I did it with A6 General, Don't Fret, and Chubby Swag.
Oh man, and I was at that.
Yeah, you was there, and you know,
that was at Scully's.
That was at Scully's.
Y'all was busy that weekend.
And A6 General, you know, Burn uses turntables now for Orange Soda. You know what I'm saying? So A6 General came through, and we would just practice. We would go back and forth. You know, like he hooked his joint up, his computer up, and go crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel like we should be. I feel like I am the middle point of the DJ culture in Columbus, because it's like the old heads who are older than me, and then it's like the youngins, you know, A6 General, A6 Cam, Sequel, KMB, Satele, Sonic, you know, all the young DJs who are incredible. They just don't mesh with the old DJs. And I'm in the middle.
Middle child.
I'm trying to, you know, my one of my goals within the next year is to bring everybody together. So like, you know, I want to go to a record shop like Roots Records or something like that, and I want to have an event where, you know, I invite all my old heads out, like y'all come out, then I invite all the youngins out too, so they can meet each other and understand each other, man, because it's like the DJ culture is like all the youngins get along with each other, all the old heads not necessarily get along, but they have respect because everybody's been doing it for a long time. So it's like, yeah, he can get busy. I don't hang out with him, but he can get busy. So the respect is there, but it's just like, you know,
bridging that gap. So it's
more
a unit than
more of a unit. And it, like I say this, and you know, with Needles to the Groove is like the cheat code, right? It's like I interview you and I showed you love, so you can't really diss me now. It's like you interview me and I go on Twitter like, Will Ryan, man, he a sucker, man. Like, you know, that'll be whack to do. Like, bro, why didn't you just say it to my face? Like, you was right there.
All you just say it to me.
Yeah. But, you know, it's like the old heads respect me because, you know, like I gave y'all all y'all flowers and I show up to y'all events and I've been showing love for years. You know what I'm saying? And the youngins, I always tell them like, look, I don't want your spot. I'm not trying to be in your way. I'm not trying to hop on y'all events. This is what y'all do. Whatever support y'all need from me, just let me know. You know, it's just easier to move like that. I show up and support. You know, like even today, my niece got an event. I'm opening up for Sonic Blush. Like, you know, the old head opened up for the youngin. But that's what I said. I'll open up. I'll leave my gear. I don't even want you to bring your gear. You can use my gear, and y'all have a good time. Yep. You know, because it's not about me. You know what I'm saying? It's not about my ego. It's about the event, and it's about, hey, I'm going to show love to the youngins because, you know, in 10 years they still gonna be young. You know,
you gotta bridge the gap and understand that there's a space for everybody. And
yeah, man.
We all know about the crab in the barrel.
Oh, and Columbus
leads the league in that. When it comes to that, and the gatekeepers feel like they're entitled to that, and they don't pass down that knowledge for the younger ones to actually be able to step into that role and understand what quality that comes with, or what disdain that discernment that comes with that. So in any industry, they have to understand that, so they understand how to cherish and how precious this as a community is. That's with DJing, that's with music,
all of it.
Because everything can be watered down, and if we don't take care of what we have, it can be taken.
Yeah, and like, you know, the way the youngest DJ and the way the old head DJ is completely different, right? True. But what my approach to it was this: like, instead of just saying, "Oh, what y'all do is whack," explain to me why you do that. Yeah. Whether I like it or not, that's up. You know what I'm saying? That's like liking scary movies or don't like scary. Don't mean a movie is whack because you know. But I'm always like, explain to me why you do that. You know, like, and I'll give you an example. Sequel is really good on the pads. Yes. Like he can hit the button, he can manipulate, and he's one of the best DJs, right? The old heads, they look at that and like, he don't use the turntables to scratch. You know, they call it tap dancing. Like, so he be tap dancing. So I asked Sequel one day, I'm like, why you hit the pads like that? Why don't you use that? And he literally told me, he's like, because I was a drummer. And I was like,
bro, he came from the church, bro.
I'm like,
he came from the church, yeah.
That's why you do that. And that makes complete sense, bro. Like, if I've been doing this my whole life, and now I got these pads and I can do the same thing, why would I switch it up? Yeah. I don't sound bad. It's still incredible. I can still mix. I can still do my mashups. I can still do everything just as good. It's just now I just tap instead of using the platter. And I'm like, that makes so much sense. So now I go back to the old heads and I tell them, like, when they say, oh, look at him tap dancing, I'm like, well, bro grew up in the church and he was a drummer, bro. Like, so that's what he knows. That's what he feels comfortable with. It's like, you know, we always laugh about Lonzo Ball's shot. If y'all follow basketball, it was ugly, but it used to go in. It's
But it
like,
goes.
you know, it's like Sean Marion's shot was ugly, but
Eric
it,
Snows too.
yeah, bro, all those shots was ugly, but it works for them, bro. It might not necessarily work for you, but it works for them. Like, and that don't take away nothing from them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's like not my responsibility, but partly my job to try to bridge the gap with the old heads and the youngins, man.
Because it's needed. It definitely is needed.
Because we're in the city, like, I mean, we all know how Columbus is, bro. And the fact that we don't have super multiple breakout stars, you know, we have the one or two pockets that we know niggas at NFL, NBA, a couple musicians that made it a little bit further than somebody else, but it's like we not like Atlanta, where you know every corner
like
there,
everything,
every hood there's a superstar. It's like, nah, man. We gotta stop hating because we don't understand, or we gotta take time to understand. You know, people do stuff differently. Like you in the bars. I'm sure you write your bars different than when I was in the bars.
Right.
But that don't take away from you not being, you know what I'm saying, like dope. So
Our experience is kind of like the way we make
yes,
versus
man.
that.
So yeah, man, DJing is it's been like, once you're a music nerd like me, you know, and you're like super into the music culture, and it's like my whole life I've been into the music culture. DJing is like, you know, final boss level. Like, and now DJing is something I can do for the rest of my life. Whether I'm in the club, which God bless, I hope I'm not in the club, you know what I'm saying? But it's still like, I can still play, whether it's in the crib, or whether it's for like a corporate event, or, you know, maybe it's a cookout or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe, you know, in the whip I have a live show sometime and they need a DJ.
Oh, listen.
We
You
gonna
know,
set that up. Don't
you
worry.
know,
Listen, we gonna talk about that. We definitely gonna talk about
He works.
you know,
that. But
I'm down with that.
so after all of that, okay, you my guy. You are my guy, okay? And I do want you to let them know what's coming up for you, and then some inspiring words too, bro. You gotta leave them with something
I mean,
inspiring.
listen, it's Trav_Dave on IG.
Please, follow my guy.
If you want to hire me,
Listen.
hit me up. Let's talk numbers. You know, let's make it make
Let's
sense.
get him paid.
Let's talk about real quick. Let's talk about properly paying the DJs. Listen, please properly pay the DJs. Y'all, everybody can't DJ, and I'm gonna tell you this: just because you can put together your dope playlist on your aux and think it's dope, bro, that is completely different than DJing. I promise you. Just because you have a good ear and you like something eclectic, that doesn't make you a DJ.
No,
I
not at all.
promise you. And just because you listen to the same 10 songs over and over and over, you know all the words, that does not make you a DJ, bro. It doesn't. That means you just like music and you like your song, and it's okay.
It's okay.
I tell people this all the time. William Ryan, he knows. I tell people this all the time. You like your song. You don't love music. You like your song, and you like that song the way that song makes you feel. Because if you like music overall, you would let a DJ take you on a journey. You wouldn't request songs. You would just enjoy the music. But no, you guys like your songs, and you want to hear your song,
It's okay,
and that's okay.
It is.
It is okay.
It's not.
But leave the DJs alone. Let them take you on a journey. I promise you, they're gonna play that song you want to hear. It might not be at 10 o'clock, but 1 o'clock they're gonna play No Hands. At 1 o'clock they're gonna play I'm Looking for the Hoes. I promise you.
1:30 you gonna get that. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing.
It's a roller coaster.
And this is my talk to the DJs. DJs, bring back slow music.
Say it again. No. You remember how you said? Do it again. Say that again. Say that again for them.
Bring back slow music.
Bro.
I think when I was outside in the early 2000s, the end of the night from 1:30 to 2 was slow jams, mainly because we don't want you niggas fighting. Chicks, we definitely don't want y'all fighting.
You gotta close out.
And then y'all, you should have been buying her drinks all night. You should have been in her ear. You should have just stared at her across the.
You gotta close with a soft R&B tip, bro.
Hey, you knew niggas should have shot the DM.
You should have jumped
by now.
Oh no! Don't shoot no dude with DM.
That's whack. You should have talked to her, but you know, whatever. You knew niggas.
Niggas is scared to walk up to females now. That's crazy to me.
Please, I think we should bring back slow jams from 1:30 to 2 to close the deal at the end of the night. You don't need to be walking out.
Help me close.
Help me help you.
You don't need to be walking out with fight music, super turned at 1:30 and then get in the parking lot and fight niggas. You should be walking out looking at the buns like, yo, what you trying to do? You trying to get some food, trying to go back to the crib? So I wish we could do that, but that all depends on the crowd. The crowd should understand, like, yo, we gonna slow it down. Find you something nice that you can dance with.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I wish DJs can get back to doing that.
Man, shit went left. This is why what he said is correct. Okay. Perfect example. Last weekend, I'm working security at Noir.
Oh,
and I'm pretty sure that you've seen.
Everybody's seen the video.
Okay, so I'm telling everybody, I'm telling all my guys, hey, I need y'all to be ready. I need you to understand that there's something that's about to go down because it was based off of two females, and they used to live together.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, as soon as these lights came on and the music was off, like they didn't give it a second, bro. I'm right in front of the middle section, the second middle section. They moving fucking furniture, B. But if you played R&B, niggas would have been in a bag. Hey. Niggas gotta close. Listen, the DJ is your friend, bro. He's not your best friend, but he is your friend. Yeah. He's trying to help you get buns.
And they're throwing on Al Green, you know what I'm saying? You can't be tough. You can't be tough to Al Green, bro. You can't.
Al Green. You can't run no fade.
You can't run no fade.
Love and happiness.
You know what I'm saying? That come on. Love and happiness. Come on. I can't be mad at you.
Like, who gangbangs on love and happiness, bro?
I'll catch you another day,
bro. They're helping you close, bro. You gotta be a closer. You can't close to some hood shit, bro. You can't be hard all your life.
You play music love. I can't be tough to music love. Come on.
You can't. He came in with the love.
You can't.
There's so many. Can you imagine a nigga getting knocked out to the first part of love? Bah, what?
Yeah. So
you gotta help him up after that.
So DJs, don't be scared to.
Brother, I'm tripping.
Don't be scared to slow it down.
And that's
get on the mic. Say, look, I know you've been looking at her all night. She been throwing ass all night to Lotto. Like, go ahead and seal the deal, my nigga.
Can I ask this question though? Can I ask this question for you, Trav? Okay. So you seen Sinners, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to. Yeah, what I'm saying is, okay, we know these day parties, and we know there's nightly events. You know how young Sammy said, "I just want to taste it," she was in the she was outside during the day and came to the nightly function in the same fit.
Hey,
she came to the same fit. She came in the same fit. He said, "I just want to taste it." He tasted all day.
Yeah, the entire day.
He tasted the whole day. Is you going?
All right, so we're gonna go there.
Is you going?
All y'all probably went before. Cause I know I have.
You just didn't know.
I know I have. I know I done took her home and I ain't wait for her to get in the shower, nigga. We get straight to it. I ain't got time for you to get in the shower. We get straight to you take a shower after we done, then we can do it again.
It's so easy. Come on.
Listen, I've been outside for a long time. I done did some filthy wild shit in my day.
Yuck.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I've been a wild boy in my day.
Good life. That's all it is.
He said, "Listen,
I'm going to sleep.
Listen. I know. Fire and Ice. I was a wild boy. So
yeah, man.
I can't say nothing. I was definitely a wild boy. Definitely sowed some wild oats.
Yes.
But Now we're gonna close out on the interview side of things, and
Yes,
we're gonna
sir.
pull off now. All right.
All right.
For a little bit, I know you got some
Nah,
things
we
to do.
good. They over there getting ready.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
now we're gonna dip off into, because I know you had to heard the clips out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes. So
Meech.
we Meech, my boy Meech, he was a little defiant in the gravitational pull that the clips had on the industry when they dropped this album. They've always had it.
You wasn't impressed with the rollout?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was very impressed.
Okay, the
I was
rollout
there the
was
whole
banging.
time. I was waiting for them to. I was waiting for this for a very, very long time, and in waiting, I understood because Push has been waiting for Malice to come back. We already knew that. They took a break. Malice had to find himself again after everything that happened. Probably after everything that happened, it weighed on him. So him wanting to grow, and then him then and now, spiritual journey and everything. I heard quality. I heard bars that I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I loved it from the beginning to the end with no malice. I'm gonna call him no malice because that's how
What he go by?
yeah. So in that, how did you feel about that album? I'm not gonna label it 1 to 10. I can still listen to it. My son likes certain songs on it.
Is
And
it?
he's an artsy kid, so for him to like it, it was
I got
fire.
you. Is it a flawless album? No.
No.
Is it a great body of work?
Yes.
Absolutely. I enjoy that album so much. I feel like every song was intentional.
Yes.
I feel like every bar in every song was intentional. I feel like Pharrell, even mixing and mastering the album was intentional. I feel like there is a statement in each record that we are 48 years old and 52 years old, and we can compete with the highest level.
Yep.
And I think the execution of that album is what you want and what you expect in artists today. I feel like a lot of artists today, they'll put 30 songs on DSPs, and it's only because they want to generate money. They don't really care about the art. I feel like the Clips and Pharrell care about the art, and they showed it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see them in Cleveland Saturday.
Hey, okay.
Oh, you going to Cleveland?
I am so excited. I try to go see
You already
them.
got the ticket?
Yes. I try to go see them in Dayton with Dave Chappelle, and the tickets sold out that fast. So, but overall, I think the body of work is incredible. It's probably my favorite album of the year.
Yes. It is definitely album of the year talk.
Of the
Yes.
year.
I
I
respect that now.
do feel like there was one beat that really sounded very Kanye-like.
Yes.
It sounded very Kanye.
There's a couple joints that sounded like Kanye. I don't know all of them by heart because I'm old and I just don't remember songs like that by heart. But there's a couple ones that sound like maybe Pharrell's channel is inner Kanye.
Definitely.
You know, but I am not. If you're gonna be inspired by Kanye on the beats, I'm okay with that.
It wasn't like
I'm okay with that because
POV.
regardless of how you feel about Kanye, he still is one of the best beat makers,
Facts.
producers of our time.
Facts.
And for me, it gave me a lot of like the old Kanye feel too. I like a lot of the new stuff.
You think POV reminds you of Kanye?
I think it was POV.
I know like
No.
I was with Kendrick. That one sounded
Oh,
like
you talking about Chains and Whips?
Yeah.
Chains and Whips.
I thought it sounded like Kanye a bit, but I ain't knocking it.
Nah.
I respect it, but
I think also, I think that's the natural conversation, just because
just
the last two albums,
drums at least.
the last two albums of Pusha was Kanye produced.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know,
that's the sound.
so we used to that sound. We used to push over that sound. So saying like Pharrell sounds like Kanye is not a diss.
No.
Like, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, no.
You know, it's like saying Kobe played like Mike. Yeah, so
They play basketball.
he said he's still great. Like,
He ain't got rings. He good at
you know what I'm saying? I'm disappointed that Stove God didn't have a verse. That FICO hook is
I thought
crazy.
because he definitely, when they had the interview with I think it was Complex, they said that Stove God had a verse. I'm just thinking that it got cut.
I'm sure he had a verse to it.
Because Push said Stove God was one of my favorite. It's
Yes.
one of my favorite artists right now. So for him not to have that on there, it was. I'm hoping that they do a deluxe and then they'll have him on there.
Let me say this. Let me be on my hip hop shit.
Oh, let's
I am
go.
the first nigga in
Trav.
Columbus, Ohio to listen to Stove God. Actually, no, I am the second nigga. Shout out to DJ O'Sharp. DJ O'Sharp put me on a Stove God, and this is in 2020 during the pandemic. If he has an album out called Reasonable Drought, and O was like, "Yo, this is fire." And then I put everybody on as far as like, you know, what we talking about. And Dez got hip. Shout out to my boy B. Miller. You know what I'm saying? I'm being industry Trav right now.
Industry Trav, you know.
That's my
sir.
guy. You know, yeah, and you know, he had Stove God on his top 10 rappers of the year in 2020. You know what I'm saying? And so we always been fans of Stove, and what I'm a big West Side, you know, Griselda. You're scaring the shit out of me.
I got you.
You know, I'm a big Griselda. I'm a big BSF fan. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been tapped into that type rap. You know what I'm saying?
After I'm gonna go throw
Who
it
was better,
to
though?
Meech.
I
Yeah,
ain't got it.
Who's better?
Deep with it. I just want to know who was better.
who had the
Pusha
better
T or
verses?
no Malice.
Um,
You gotta say.
so this is what I would say. Pusha's flow has always been better to me than Malice's. I think Malice, each line had intention.
Yeah.
And his verse on FICO is so incredible, bro. It's so coded and so incredible. And I love coded rap. I love when, you know, you got to think about it and you got to dissect it. You know, that's the type of rap that I like listening to because I like to think when I hear my bars. Yeah, and Malice's raps are so coded, bro. And I love it. I love it to death.
I told Will, I said, man, some of this stuff he's saying, bro, you might have to stop the car and like break down this stuff. I don't know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
bro.
He said something about the Christmas Eve. I'll turn your day into. You talking about snow? What?
Yeah.
When it's them, you know it's snow.
Yeah. So yeah, I really enjoyed that album. I still listen to it, like you said. My dude James, he asked me the other day. He was like, and let me preference this saying James is Aubrey's angel.
There's one back in the back
Don't do
seat
that.
too.
Hey, no.
He's
He's
one in the back
James,
seat as well.
James is Aubrey's
Ain't no
angel.
Aubrey, nothing over here, bro. We just
So-
support the work.
So, you know, he asked me, he's like, do you think The Clips is a classic album? And I can't say that right now because the way I do classic albums is I got to give it time to breathe.
Yeah.
And then I'll circle back to it. And then I'll listen and then I'll know if it's a classic album. But as of right now, it's just a really, really, really good album. It's not classic.
They really did this story up.
It's replayable. You can definitely listen to the album
Yeah.
over and over. You got some
And I always feel like albums should have no more than 12 songs. I feel that way because if you only have 12 songs, you put your best body of work on there. But if you have 30 songs, even if you bullshitted on 10 songs, you're gonna put it on there because you just want the money. And the more spins and all that.
20 songs though.
I feel like 20 is way
20
too much.
too?
Yes.
20.
What if it's some R&B?
But they did 13 quality songs.
Yeah.
Some I love like the beat quality.
Yes.
Was
The mix
there.
and mastering on the album, and we can get into the
It's for real.
super nerd talk on that. The mix and mastering is flawless on that album. If you ever want to hear an album and you want to break down like the sonics of it, like I would say listen to that Busta Rhymes album on Dr. Dre's label Aftermath that Dr. Dre produced. That is the best mix album I ever heard in my life, and you can hear the clarity in every single note, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean it's Dre. That's what Dre do.
Yeah. You can't really miss on that one.
That's what Dre do. So, let me ask y'all a question.
Okay.
Did anybody listen to the Metro Boomin album?
I
heard
have
a little bit of it, man.
not
I'm going
enough
back
to
2003 though.
I have not.
I have
2002.
but not enough to give a review because it wasn't like a deep dive. I listened to it twice and I'm still digesting it.
It's a lot of records, but if what he did, I think he did it on purpose, is what's it called, Futuristic Summer or Summer Futuristic, something like that. I feel like that album is full of fun records.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's full of like nostalgia feeling type records, like, ooh, this sounds like when I was here doing this, doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoyed it. I listened to it today in the gym, and I'm like, wow, I enjoy this. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird though that the title is Futuristic Summer, but it gives like a reminiscent feel to it.
Yeah. I like that though.
Yeah.
I like that. You know what album I haven't got to yet? And
What? Which one?
I haven't got to the Gibbs yet, man.
That Alchemist and
I haven't got to it yet. And I'm a Gibbs fan. I am a
You a
Gibbs
Gibbs
fan.
fan?
I'm a Gibbs fan.
Okay.
I'm a Gibbs fan. I'm a Benny fan. Like, I don't care about them beefing with each other. Like, even I'll say this and we can get this out the way. Even with Kendrick and Drake, like, I'm a bigger Drake fan than I am a Kendrick fan.
Let's go. I'm gonna say this with Cam. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Drake lost the battle. He lost the war. He lost everything in the world.
Come on, man.
Come
on, brother. Don't do that, brother.
He lost everything, bro.
The biggest deal in history. You can't say that with that.
I don't care. See,
Come on, brother.
this
You're a
is
black
why
man.
this is
real,
why
though.
Drake fans lose in this argument, because as soon as you start talking about he lost the battle, they want to start talking about money.
But there's
But you gotta think they gonna use that for the Not Like Us win.
Nah, not like us is just
because it was on Super Bowl.
no,
It's
not like us is just a great diss record. That's all it is.
them bars-
It's like no Vaseline.
Hold
It's
on,
a great
hold
diss
on.
record.
Now, Trav, you say you're a bars. There's no way you listen to Not Like Us with more than way about the ball.
No,
There's no option. I ain't about to let it
all right.
slide.
So you
value.
telling me?
I told you that before.
You telling
It's
me?
shock value.
You telling me?
I'm gonna let it go.
Listen, you telling me that the Drake diss for Meek was barred up? Nah, but it was a great
It
record
wasn't
that could be
that
played
bad,
in the club.
Exactly.
It was a great.
That
it was-
was like one of
He
the
don't like the reality of things.
Yeah, that was just a great record you could play in the club. Not like us is just a great record you could play in the club.
Say them bars without saying it funny. You gotta say them funny or Not Like Us. I've never seen a dude just straight up say, "Yeah, man, I'm about to say that Kendrick Not Like Us bar real quick."
Hey,
And like with a straight face, you gotta throw some comedy on it. You know you.
so Drake lost.
I ain't knocking it. I ain't fighting it, bro. I've had this battle too many times.
Yes, Drake lost.
Everybody say you know you
And
need to get
I'm a
jump
Drake
on your
fan.
toes. That's how I be feeling, Trav.
I'm a
I'm feeling like that, Trav.
I like Drake better than Kendrick. I really do. I think Drake lost, and it's okay.
on, bro.
This is the first. To be honest, this is his first L ever.
No, because he lost to Pusha too.
Oh, yeah.
He was using kids,
Yeah,
man. That's
you're right,
evil,
you're right.
bro.
Yeah, he lost to Pusha
Can't
too.
throw a
Definitely,
kid bar in
he
there.
definitely
That's
took an L.
Yeah, so it's okay that he lost, bro. Like,
most battle tested artists in history.
We you know,
Now,
LeBron lost what 5 finals. We don't care, bro.
Nah, that's different. Though.
He's still LeBron James.
Nah, calling somebody that on
It's
the
still
Super Bowl
Drake.
stage is different.
He's
than
still Drake.
You
Don't
talking
nobody
like
Yeah,
they had a battle
he's
on the
still
stage
Drake,
somewhere,
bro.
This was
He's
like
still
for a
Drake.
billion, bro.
No kid still rings off, bro.
That's
So
a
he
fact.
fighting the label. That's why he lost.
Who's called my
He
phone?
fighting the label and kid.
I don't care who he's fighting. He
Come on,
lost.
bruh.
He fighting to
He
save
can't
his
fight the
life.
system and win.
Nah,
They done put 2 cement blocks on his ankles and like, bro, why ain't you winning these races? Okay? Why you so slow in these races? Why you keep getting dusted in these races with these cement blocks while everybody else got their shoes on?
hey man.
This happens every time we
I know, and I don't want to get it.
I love Kenny, though.
I don't want to get into it.
I love Kenny. I'm stop now.
Hey,
I'm always
I don't wanna get into it.
combative.
But since we talking about Drake,
I'm playing, man.
I had there's been this revolving question, going in the direction of the big three. Like we all know who the big three of this decade was, but before this big three, who was another big three? Or
Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas? Like
Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. That's
you know, you can go Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, right? And that's like the late '90s into the 2000s. You can go Kanye. You can go Kanye, Jay. Who else would you put in there? Like
Eminem or 50?
Oh, you could definitely
Eminem
2000s.
Yeah.
You can go.
Eminem.
You can go M, 50J. You can do that.
Wayne.
You can go Wayne.
Ooh, yeah, Wayne.
You can go Wayne, Kanye,
Kanye,
Jay. Like you
So
can
many.
do that. Like
Back then,
Bro,
so many rap stars.
Kanye.
There was like a lot, way more.
Kanye's catalog. Bro.
He had a lot of writers. Too.
Well, I don't care, bro. Okay,
But it does take somebody
Let me ask
to
you
deliver
this.
it.
Let me ask you this: as an R&B singer, as a nigga that can sing, if I write you a joint, are you gonna front on it and screen like
Hell no. Hell no. If it's good, it's good. But
so I don't feel like Kanye should get a slap on the wrist because he's a producer first. And if you're a producer first, you shouldn't be criticized if somebody helps you write raps.
Okay. I see.
Now, if you're an MC first, like he say he like bars, I like bars. If we writing each other raps, that's whack.
That's crazy.
But if you're a producer first, like nigga, I create stuff. I create all this stuff. It's okay to have help. And I feel I had this conversation recently. And y'all everybody chime in on this.
Okay.
I feel like collectively, if us four was to write a song, it would be better than you just writing a song solo.
That's a fact.
I feel like, because we can take the best part of what I said, the best part of what you said, best part of what y'all two said, and create a better body of work.
Yeah.
But I think what happens nowadays is everybody has access to their own house, their own studio. They don't need no help, and they just create. But when everybody works in a group, like a group writing session, I feel like the material is always better.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah, if you think about anything nowadays, like you want to have a team.
And I feel like it makes it better.
It makes it better. Like if you write a whole movie by yourself, the way it looks, the way it's gonna be filmed, and everything like that is not gonna look right as far as somebody rapping for a team.
Or it's only going to look right to you, and it's going to be niche.
It's in a
It's gonna be niche.
collaboration.
So, I agree with that.
I agree.
I feel like more people should collab and work together to make the best product that you can make. I just feel like I'm a team guy.
Yeah.
I'm always been a team guy. Like even with DJing, I still feel like I feel like this, for example, and it doesn't happen in DJing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ryan, what worked last night in the club? And you're like, oh shit, this shit rang off. Now I can put that in my set, and you should be do the same to me. Like, man, I was in the hood, bro. They want to hear this, and this. Whether you give me 3 songs, it's like, all right, cool. Now we all out here getting to it.
Yeah.
You know, but DJs don't do that. Like, that's like a sin. Like you don't ask another DJ what record worked and what didn't. You know what I'm saying?
That's because the competition thing. Like
Yeah,
it's music.
But I always felt that way. Like if you got 4 people working on a record, it's gonna be better than just one person working on a record.
With Kanye bringing Saha the Prince, Big Sean,
Yeah,
and Pusha T together,
and
them is bored up niggas, bro. He was gonna have
them records work.
Yeah,
them records. We love those records.
And to be honest, man, they got writing camps. So even no matter what rapper or artist you like, they all get shelved and tossed songs. Like,
that's a fact.
Yeah.
I remember what they say Pharrell was part of the All Right before it was even made, before it got to Kendrick.
Oh
Part
yeah.
of that song was already created.
Yeah.
A lot of songs come to artists and they like, I'll take that song. I'll just throw myself somewhere, but
a lot of songs, there's writers camp and songs come with pre-made hooks and all that, and
that's okay.
that to me that's okay.
Yeah,
like a lot of people, this is my knock with Griselda, and like this is what separates Griselda and like 50. 50 has super hood music, right? Like I mean, we all know his story, whatever. 50 could write hooks. You know, whether we look back at them and think they kind of corny, like Candy Shop, or
but it's still
fun records though.
Griselda. None of them Griselda niggas can write hooks, bro. As much as I love,
they'll bar you up and all.
They'll bar you to death.
And they hooks just not there.
Yeah, and I wish, they like appoint one person, like, bro, all you gotta do, and that's where Stove to me will separate itself from Benny and Conway. As far as like, I'm an MC and I can rhyme, but boy, I can write these songs and I can write these hooks, bro. So with songs and everything like that, I have a question and I've already put it in the chat. Y'all already know. But what is one album or song that if the artist was so what album for y'all and artist would you come to, or just be like, you don't have to do anything else, this is the album and this is the artist that after this you can be the
done.
End of their catalog?
Yes.
That's crazy.
The end of their catalog. That was one of the best albums that
I got one.
Resonate with you.
Yeah.
Kanye after my Twisted Dark
That
Fantasy.
was mine too.
What?
Yes.
You got the same one?
Production and quality.
I would if that was his last album,
I would be fine with it.
I would have been fine with it.
But is it because of the song or the catalog prior to that song? Or the album?
It was just the album for me.
The album and the catalog behind
You're
before.
getting a 2 for 1.
So no, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love all of Kanye up to that point.
Yeah.
And after that,
Classic.
it was just like I can listen to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy from can't go that way. From beginning to end and reverse if I wanted to, if that was possible. That is an album for me because the song quality, the quality in that album, production wise and bars were amazing, bro. Even down to his collabs, bro. The Nicki intro, bro.
Yeah. Hold on, I got another one.
It's rap or R&B.
It could be rap or R&B.
So if it's just if I do rap, it'll be T.I. versus T.I.P.
That's a good
I
one
like
too.
that one.
That's a good one too.
I like that one.
He said, "Meet me in the mirror." He said, "No, come see me."
I was a big T. I'm still a big T.I. fan.
Me too. I love
one of
it.
my favorite
You seen the duality in that
yeah,
too.
like you see the 2 changes that you gotta go through.
I like people.
And if I do R&B, it'll be Jamie Foxx, Intuition. If I do R&B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another
That's a
one
good
for
one,
me
too.
would be Rick Ross, Teflon Don.
Oh yeah.
That album is classic, and I would, if I never heard another rap of him, I'd be like, dang, he went out on a classic album.
Awesome.
He went out on a classic album.
Anthony Hamilton's Coming From Where I'm From.
Oh,
R&B album for me.
and R&B for me would be My Life,
Mary J.
Mary.
Mary J. Yeah.
Mary J.
Ooh.
My life.
Yeah, you right about that.
My life.
That's a nice one. What about you, Meech? What you got? R&B
Man,
or rap?
it's a roughie, bro. The issue is the catalog
Okay, I'm listening.
versus the album. Man, I'm going Take Care, bro.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. If I get one album, Take Care or Good Kid, Mad City.
If we chose
Take Care is my favorite album of all
Drake,
time.
if we chose Drake, I would be okay with Views being the last album.
I would be okay.
If
with
you're
this,
reading this,
man.
it's too late.
No. All right, that's the best Drake album ever.
He's snapping on that. Though. That's a lot of rapping on that one.
Yeah, and he got a lot of help writing.
That's just hard. You just said collaborative. You said collaborate.
I knew he was
You
gonna.
said
I knew he was gonna react. I knew he was gonna react.
Give me a half five with a side shot on there.
I knew he was gonna react.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's R&B and rap. So you know, yeah, the T. 2 lanes in one.
All right. Since I know you're a big Drake fan, I ain't gonna hold you up too much. But
I appreciate it.
how many classics does he have?
That's a good question.
Classics?
Classics, in your opinion? Because
1, 2,
1, 2, 3.
three.
Golly.
3 for sure.
3 for
That
sure.
is
Maybe
wild.
Classics?
4.
4 classics. 3 for sure.
What
Name
makes,
your
okay, time
3
out.
for sure.
What's your, why?
Fight it. So far gone, it's classic. Unless you
That-
want to fight to make it a mixtape. I guess
Nah.
that's not even the
We'll roll with that.
Nobody had a mixtape with a number 2 song on it. Almost won a Grammy.
Besides
It's-
Nicki.
It's no. It changed the game. Like when then.
So far, okay. So far gone.
So
All
far
right,
gone
cool.
for sure.
Gotta be.
Take Care. You gotta do that. Marvin's Room and all that. You wouldn't even have the weekend.
Oh.
You wouldn't even have the weekend with it. I'm cooking.
I don't know.
Give me the grease.
He
Okay.
said, I'm cooking. I'm
Wait,
give me
I
the
think
grease.
You still got the week. You still got the weekend.
Come on, bro.
No, you wouldn't have had the weekend. I don't think you would have had the
I
weekend.
don't know about that.
Come on, bro.
Because that was, you
Bro,
could
can't
tell
skip-
that
that's
was
like saying, bro,
weekend
you would have had Drake
inspired.
without Wayne coming out. You can't do that, bro. You gotta give everybody a stamp for it. You know what I mean? But they
I
can't.
agree with that, but I think
Take
weekend
Care.
still came out, even if they didn't do
Yeah,
it.
but you was shouting him out. The biggest star shouting you out was a big deal.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? This is just the look. So for sure, Take Care. So far gone.
You see what I'm talking about, right, Trav?
I don't mean
You
it
see what
like
I'm
that. I'm
talking
saying.
All right, so 2. Keep on.
I feel like nothing was the same as a classic. I feel like people might give it that, right?
He said he-
Now, I'm
Drop
not
down,
mad
drop,
at you
drop.
fighting that. I'm not
'Cause-
mad at nobody fighting that.
And this
I'm
is,
not tripping.
and I'm not gonna argue you down about it, but nothing was the same. It's not better than Take Care.
No.
No, I ain't said that.
So
But I feel like it's a classic though. It's just different levels.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like a slight classic
If it's-
versus like a certified.
if Take Care is a 5, nothing was the same as 4.5.
See if you can go with that. And then the one you just said, you wasn't really. I feel like those is like his one.
That's crazy.
If you're reading this, I
That's
feel
crazy.
like I don't know if you can deny that either.
I don't think it's classic, but it's his best
Bro,
album.
man, you turn that on anywhere, bro. It's going crazy. Bro.
I love it.
Legend alone, like once you play Legend, everybody gonna know what it is.
I mixed Legend with LMA. So
I heard. I think I heard you do that before.
it was like because it's like when I pull up on a nigga, and then on that LMA song she say that same phrase.
Oh yeah, she does.
She sings it, and I was like, ooh.
You gotta be there. You gotta do that for the set when we live.
Listen,
Yeah.
we definitely gonna get some live
in-person
shit.
show.
Yes,
What y'all about to do after this? Pull up to well, I spent from like 6 to 7.
6 to 7.
Trying
Yeah.
to pull up though.
We outside.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
shit.
outside. I done already dropped my wife off and my son off. So
I mean, there's a lot of shit gonna be popping. Saturn's
Yeah.
popping. Young boys at Saturn.
you sliding the Saturns or?
Yep. After, as soon as I get done, I'm gonna get down there in about an hour. Set up. Like I said, I'm opening for Sonic. I'm gonna leave my gear there. Then I'm going down to I think A6 General is at Bernard's. I think Kim and Burn and Chase is gonna be at Odds.
Oh, okay.
I think Odds. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, we
We
outside.
outside. We outside too.
But listen, man,
Listen.
y'all are the best, bro. Y'all are the best,
Bro, I appreciate this. This was a good
I
ass.
feel like we done learned something today.
This is a good ass
Like, out in
spot.
the world of DJing and all
I
that.
don't even feel like we was podding. I
It was just talk.
feel like we would do
Just
this
talk.
every single time we were around each
That's a
other.
fact. That's a fact.
Because if I run into this nigga outside, I'm going to press this nigga.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. Like, why?
Yeah, like, what you think about that?
Bro, that's what we family. Now we family.
With that, bro, I just want to thank you so much, bro, for coming to kick it with us.
Thank you, man.
I
Thank you for having me.
chopping it up, letting people know where you came from to where you are now, the consistent and constant growth.
Thank you,
too,
man.
bro. Like, I greatly appreciate our friendship.
For sure.
We've definitely bonded off of music by itself, because I seen the post that you put up yesterday when it was just like, do you know who wrote this song? I be doing that shit all the fucking time.
I'm gonna tell y'all the story real quick. So I'm in Stiggy. Shout out to Tara, and CJ. Them was my peoples. So there's this young lady there, right? And she cold, right? So she kept saying like, I want to play the song by Maxwell. So I'm thinking like she gonna play. I know she gonna play Fortunate.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And then it came on. So everybody at the bar started singing, and I'm just looking at them like. I'm judging them, but not in a bad way. I'm just like,
they don't even know who wrote that.
Y'all don't even know.
We had that same conversation yesterday.
Y'all don't even know. And so like everything in me was like, don't do it. And I just yelled at, y'all know R. Kelly wrote this song. She was like, what? I was like,
yes,
R. Kelly wrote
that shit. But the thing that I thought about too is I would want to hear his rendition of
his demo,
the demo. I would want to hear that just to see how similar they are and where the ad-libs, because you could tell Max's ad-libs.
Yeah,
you could tell his
even
when he came in.
The way he came in, like I'm like, Kels wasn't doing that.
Yeah,
Kels probably told him like, you should hit the high note right there. But yeah, and then so all right, so after I say that, everybody's looking at me crazy. The next song comes on is Can We Talk? You know what I'm saying? By Tevin. And I'm like, I'm on a roll now. I'm like, and Babyface producer wrote this one. She like, what? I'm like, and then Music Soul Child's Love come on. And I'm like, do you know the original was Lord? And he changed it to Love? And then by this time, she's just looking at me like, bro, you're weird. Why do you know that? And I'm over here just smiling and teasing like,
it's like music, bro. It's
this is what I do.
Music, bro. It's always beautiful to know how these things were created, who created them. And like I do it all the time. My wife be like, just fucking listen to the song.
Yeah. To me, the song and then the writer and the producer, it all goes hand in hand. So I want to know, like, who did you actually write this? Did you? Shout out to this chick named Cadence, man. Cadence. Shout out to my man A King. He worked with this girl named Cadence, man. I know this is what you do. Like, look her up, man. Look at her writing credits, bro. She's one of the best writers out. She wrote for Mary. She wrote for Beyonce. Cool chick, man.
Trent. We
Trent?
Yeah.
Oh, he's incredible,
bro.
He's
the
incredible.
nigga, bro.
Jug, Trent, Elliot Trent, all them, Kent, you know what I'm saying? Again, Dev Draper, all them, bro. Trick, like, them dudes is all incredible, bro. Like, they all incredible. Rashad, like, I wish I could write. I can write lyrics, but I can't write an R&B song.
Bro, like, when I met him for the first time, because they, him and my boy, Marty, actually introduced me to him, and the nigga, we was singing back and forth. We was going off. I'm looking like, bro, you remember when we when we was at Princess Crib? I was just like, wow, bro. I was like, before anything, I'm a fucking fan, bro. I was like, you gonna go far, but I'm gonna let you know I'm a fan, bro, and keep doing what you're doing. And this nigga's out doing shit with Eric Billinger, Mary J. Blige, and niggas cooking, bro.
Yeah, bro. Why don't you take music serious like that? Well, that's how that conversation.
No, we can have it. It's all good. I haven't stopped. I haven't stopped.
But bro, you be tearing down like the sing-alongs and all that. You be tearing them down. Like I'll never forget. I handed you the mic at XO, And you just went, he
crowd.
went crazy. And they just like, I was like, wait, I did not expect that, bro. He just went crazy. And I'm like, he just turned it on like, he's like, nah, man, I'm cool. Niggas just, I was like, yo, like, because I'm telling you right now, if I could sing, y'all would hate me.
I think they do. Yeah, that nigga.
I would. So I would wake up singing. I would call you on the phone like, "Yo, what you doing?" La da da da. Yeah, bro. I would sing constantly, bro.
So I do. It's never a day that I don't. I've actually last week I sent him like a little snip of what I'm working on. So I'm still working on music. It still comes down
ask
to
Blaze to produce you. Ask Blaze to produce a record for you. Just ask him.
Okay.
Just be like, Blaze, look.
Hey Blaze, he needs something. He on the way. I'm asking for it. He ain't gonna ask you, so I'm gonna ask you.
I'm gonna ask him.
I'm gonna ask
Just say like,
he needs something.
just tell him like, bro, I just want to produce one song. I just want to work and see what we can do, and work with him as a writer. Like, bro, the kid. We don't call him superstar engineer for no reason.
I'm gonna tell you this. I had to find coming back into everything now, because I did want to, before anything, find my footing and find a balance with being a husband, being a father, and being a creative and all of that. Because we're going on 6 years now. For the first, probably like 3.5, I need to find it because I still ooze creativity.
Yeah.
And my son is starting to do that same thing. And during that time, it was the pandemic. So I was just like, I have to, we eloped and got married during the pandemic, right before the pandemic. So me trying to find my footing and be the creative, be a father, be a husband, I still wrote, but my main focus was to be there for my family. So coming back into it, I haven't lost anything. I'm still working.
Crazy, though.
This nigga still hits me up like, "Hey, bro, when we gonna hit this studio?"
Bro, we got tracks ready, bro.
It's coming. Yeah. I'm gonna say that it is
send
coming.
You something today. You gotta get your email, man, before you leave. We gotta send you something.
Yeah, man. Y'all, because I would say this: being a creative, like, just don't stop. Like, even like I always tell, I am not a creative.
Yes, you are.
No. I work with creative people. It makes it easier. I'm just very good at working in a team environment with creative people. I am not a creative in that aspect, but I understand like it doesn't stop. Like you have to keep going. You have to leave. When you leave this world, you have to be empty. You have to be empty when you leave this world. You can't hold on to your talents, bro. Some talents is gonna make people $1 million. Some talents is not gonna make you no money at all. But it's not about the money aspect. It's about letting people know you got a gift and sharing that gift. Whatever that gift looks like to them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta empty the bucket, man. You can't die with it full, bro, because then you did a disservice
to myself
and God that gave you that. Like you did a disservice. You know what I'm saying? So empty whatever it is, bro. Like just empty it. Like if you sing, then sing, nigga. Like yo, like I ain't trying to get a record deal, bro, but I'm going, like your sing-alongs, just keep doing them, and like I'm gonna just put out a joint here and there, and I'm gonna just work them, or I'm gonna get with somebody that needs something, or you know what I'm saying, like there's ways to get heard without you, selling your ass, basically, like you know what I'm saying.
I appreciate that too.
Yeah, bro. So
because that like
that comes to you too as an MC, bro. Like you like. I like being an MC and being about bars, bro. I used to think it's bars. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. You're always gonna be able to write bars. Write them songs.
I know, man.
I
love writing songs too. I really do.
It's songwriting that's gonna work in that industry. Like if you want to be in the music business, business first is writing songs and publishing. I don't like. You could be Lupe of the block, my nigga. It don't matter.
You gotta be a writer.
You gotta be a writer, bro. And you know, you can never lose the passion to write bars. Like,
Oh yeah.
you know, I still freestyle a lot. I still like in my mind, like I think of some bars, but
Something come up.
yeah.
Songs is where it's at. Though. I'm with you.
It's
I'm
sad.
trying that lately myself. So.
Yeah, man. You gotta empty the bucket.
Bro.
Like I said, I appreciate you, bro.
My guy.
Thank you, my dog.
Thank you, bro.
I appreciate y'all, man. This has been like the funnest interview, bro. Like it's not even like I said, it's like, you know, especially you is like we chop it up, but we don't get to chop it up. It's this long because we always moving amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we see each other out, like it's love, and you know we chop it up real quick. But I appreciate like 2 hours of just chopping it up.
Bro,
man.
you my dog, bro.
I already know what type
like
of
I
time,
already
yeah.
know how great you are. We don't chop it up like that, but I know how great you are, and I wanted to actually just put a light on that shit, bro, because that what you do, bro, you have a light outside of just what you do.
Yeah.
You come with charisma and you come with light, bro, and I just wanted to shine that, put a spotlight on that shit so everybody
because
can
that is a you know, like a habit, like trying to create a habit of being a good human being. You know, we live in a shitty world with a bunch of shitty people, and we're in a shitty time. I feel like, you know, when I pray, and you know, and I think it's just like I just want to be a good human being.
Yep.
And, you know, I'm not flawless. You know what I'm saying? I have my flaws. My favorite Beyonce song is "Flaws and Alls," and I believe that. You know, but if I can project being a good human being, then I'm doing something right. And I try to. It's a like conscious effort, like, you know,
to do better.
Yeah,
And
like
be better. And spread
just to spread that love and that respect and that genuine, like, yo, I want you to win. I don't want to feel jealous. I don't want to feel envious. I don't want to be crabs in a barrel. You know, like that's my goal when I'm outside. Like, let me, you know, my energy be positive, and then hopefully it make everything else around positive. And if it don't, you know, and you know, we men, you know, sometimes you're having a bad day, or
everybody don't miss well.
yeah, but you know, as much as I can, I try to create a positive atmosphere. So.
And with you saying that you wanted to bridge the gap, bro, between young DJ and old DJ,
bro.
It ties back to what the mission and what I promote when I do this is the form of community. Always understanding that you're not by yourself.
Yeah, community is important, bro.
As well as passing down and spreading the knowledge. And having your people's backs.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, bro, thank you so fucking much, bro. Thank you so fucking much.
Hey, I gotta clap. Hey, I appreciate it, man.
Another great fucking pod in the books, bro. I do want to thank y'all, man.
Let's have it up again.
Yeah,
I do want to
man.
thank y'all again, and you already know we in the whip. We pull
We in
up
the whip.
on you.
Who's
You
next?
seen who we pull up. Who the fuck is next? We might just have an R&B. Like, I've been trying to put together because I did tap in with some R&B people here in the city too.
You need to pull up on Burn. And that's the person y'all need to have a great conversation with because he is a great human being.
Okay.
You need to pull up on Dez. Shout out to Dez.
Yeah.
He just texted me. He just texted me. Make sure Dez hears these clips, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love you the most, Dez. You know,
Oh,
my people.
and I'm pulling up on Will Pounder too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's my.
me
I talked to him
and
today.
Will, I talked to him and told him, I was just like, what you think about being on my pod? He was like, bro, just let me know. So we gonna be pulling up on Will.
Will has so
in
much
September.
history
For real.
in this city,
Yep.
and he's documented so many beautiful moments, and you know, just his transformation over the last couple of years has been so beautiful to watch, and you know, he is family to me. You know, I can call him for anything. He can call me for anything, and that's how we rock. And it's like when I see him, it's just like you. When I see him, it's hugs, daps. I love you.
Just love.
You safe? You good? You all right? Need anything? Cool. Like I can't save the world, but I can make sure you're good. So
yeah, that's a few people that I am gonna pull up on. This is In the Whip. Be good, be safe. We love you. Peace.
Peace.
Stay safe.